10% of the city budget, and then they're cutting it even further. Think about that. The greatest return on investment is investing in public safety, is investing in the men and women of the NYPD. And these men and women have a job like no other police force in the world.
Good job, Nicole. Good job. Good job. Good job.
They're standing up NYC, back to Blue Rally.
But they have to protect the Empire State
122
Building, the
precinct.
United Nations. They have to deal with the FBI, the CIA, counterterrorism. They have a job that's layer upon layer upon layer upon layer deep. And you know what? They get paid less money than the cops in Nassau and Suffolk County. Has anybody been to the Hamptons lately? How much crime is in the street in the Hamptons? But our NYPD gets paid less money than that. You have the power to make sure they get a raise. You may have the power to make sure they get funded. You have the power every time you go to the polls. There was a movement to stop people from voting Republican, to switch from Republican to Democrat. Some people took the bait. How foolish of them. We did it in 1993 with Rudy Giuliani, and we can do it again in 2021. And now I want to bring up another candidate for mayor on the Conservative Party line. Where is he? Bill Pepitone, NYPD himself.
Thank you, Leticia. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Congresswoman, thank you, everyone. I'm going to ask two quick favors. One might be a little difficult since we're on Highland Boulevard. But please, join with me in a moment of silence, 10 seconds. Let's bow our heads in memory of every New York City police officer and law enforcement officer that gave their life for this city. Thank you.
We're here standing up for NYC, back to Blue Rally, 122 precinct.
With us here tonight. So let's give a nice, loud round of applause for those families and memories of their loved ones. That's why we're here. I had the absolute honor of wearing that uniform for 20 years. Following my father and my uncle's footsteps. It's in our family, it was in our blood. This is so important to what our police officers are going through right now. Every generation of New York City police officer has gone through difficult times. Nothing compares to what they're going through right now. They've been abandoned by our elected officials. The entire city has turned their back on them. We are all they have. So coming out here, being nice and loud, peaceful, nice and loud, showing them support means all the difference in the world. Once again, nice round of applause to the NYPD.
Yeah.
But like the Congresswoman said, this is the first step. We have to go further. To do so, we have to use the most powerful weapon we have, the power to vote. We start in Albany, we get him out. If the state legislature doesn't have the backbone to get him out, we'll do it in 2022. Vote him out. We vote in.
Yeah.
In November, we vote in a mayor who supports the NYPD. It's not just rhetoric, it's not just talk, who actually is going to support the NYPD, get behind them, and protect them. The city council, we vote them out too. We put in people like Leticia, we put in people like Tony Herbert, like John Tobacco, supporters of the NYPD, who have been with the NYPD behind their backs for the longest time. So thank all of you, thank you for coming out. Thank you to the NYPD, our police officers, law enforcement, our guardian angels. Thank you for all you do. Much appreciated. God bless. Stay safe.
Thank you, Bill. Bill is running as my running mate on the conservative line. So we have Fernando running on the Republican line and Bill Pepitone running on the conservative line. You've got plenty of choices. And remember, we're ranked choice voting. So even though there's going to be many people up here that are running for office, you can vote for all of us. It's fun. And speaking of people running for office, I'm going to introduce you to somebody who actually served in the city council when the great Mayor Giuliani was in office. He was there in 1990. 5, I think he got there, 4. And then he left the council and in 97 and he went to Congress. And now he's running against me for borough president, but it's okay because we're running together. Congressman Vito Fasella!
Vito, 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 Vito.
Thank you, Leticia. As to that vote, I'm still undecided as to who I'm going to vote for. So, as a lot's been said here tonight, so I just want to thank all of you for coming to show
Hey, Bill.
your solidarity and support.
Say hi, brother. How you been?
How's
How's
that?
that? Everything.
In the world. And of course, thank you to the men and women who wear the uniform every day, who protect us, who protect our family, protect this borough, protect this city. For the record, defunding the police is the stupidest and dumbest idea I've ever heard in my life. Right? So if somebody said we're going to pass a law to have you bang your head against the trees, go ahead, do it, because you're not hurting anybody else but yourself. When you start talking about defunding the police, then you start to begin hurting other people. And it's been said the most important function of government is to protect the innocent. Not to worship the criminals, but to protect innocent people. You know, not too long ago, it's been said about Rudy Giuliani, and elected in 1993. I was proud to represent this community for 15 years. There was a principal who lived in this community. His name was Patrick Daly. He was a principal of a school in Red Hook. And things got so out of control. Remember those days in the 1989, 90, 91, 92? The city was ungovernable. 2,200 people killed a year. Nobody thought we could ever retake and reclaim this city for the innocent people like you and me. And Patrick Daly got so caught up trying to protect his students that one day he walked this young child through the Red Hook complex, through the apartment projects, and was shot and killed. So it affects us all when things get out of control. So these whack jobs want to talk about all these dumb policies. Let them go right ahead. But when it starts hurting us and when it starts leading to killing our friends and family, it's time to stand up. That flag up there says that in 1845 the New York City Police Department was formed. Why? Because they tried everything else and it didn't work. And they formed the New York City Police Department 176 years later. We've developed the best in the world, and there are those who want to undermine them, those who want to hurt them, those that want to punish them. We stand here together to tell them we're with them, and we are against the whack jobs who want to hurt them. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman. And you should know that when Congressman Fasella was in Congress, he did more to bring home money to the and our police departments were always safe and secure when Vito was in office. So think about that. Okay, and so now we have our next speaker is Sam Pirazzolla. Sam is running for city council. Sam is on the Republican line, and Sam is a small business owner. Ladies and gentlemen, take a moment to say hello to Sam Pirazzolla.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here this evening. Scott LoBaido, thank you very much. Scott said it pretty much. Common sense, not nonsense. That is common sense, not nonsense. And that's what we are facing right now with our city government. Our city council comes up with a stupid idea, and the next city council goes, no, wait a minute, I have one that's even more stupid than that, and everybody cheers. This is what's going on in our government today. You heard about a few things. I'm just going to rehash it a little bit about the school safety agents, and I'm going to bring it up from there. The New York City Police Department is in control of school safety agents. The city council and the mayor want to eliminate school safety agents. That means there will be no one in your schools to protect your children or the teachers. Now, just recently on Staten Island, we had a soft lockdown in one of our middle schools because someone was on the campus and they did not know who it was. So who do you think went to look for that person? It was the school safety agents. Now, if they were not there, who would they have sent out? The lunch ladies? The librarian? No. You need school safety agents. And just like we need school safety agents, we need our NYPD. Thank you to our NYPD. God bless you for everything you do every day. So let's get
Joe,
back to
say hi,
common
Joe.
sense and not
Go Diamond.
nonsense. The city council has passed something known as the diaphragm law. And now they're taking away indemnity from our police. So if a policeman or woman is in a scuffle, all you really have to do is resist arrest. And there's nothing that they're really going to be able to do. Because God forbid they touch you on your neck. You are now civilly liable for that. What police officer can afford that type of lawsuit or that type of on-the-job performance where they cannot do their job? If they are met with resistance, their number one obligation happens to be to their weapon. They cannot lose their weapon for fear of their weapon being taken and used against them. So not only do we need to repeal the indemnification, we need to repeal the diaphragm law. It is one of the most stupid and ridiculous pieces of legislation I have ever heard of. So I am here. I'm glad you are all here. I am running for the city council of this district, but I want to go one step further. Not only do I want to take care of the people of Staten Island, not only on the North Shore, not only in the Mid-Island, not only on the South Shore, but the problem we really face is one-party rule. In New York City, the Democrats, I won't even say the Democrats, the Democratic Socialists of America, the team from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, these people are the problem, okay? So as a city councilman, not only will I fight to protect the NYPD every day, not only will I fight to keep our city safe and my district safe, but I will speak out against city councilmen from other districts in other boroughs. I will fight to get Republicans elected, not only here on Staten Island, but everywhere in New York City.
Yeah.
Because until we do that, we are never
Right, back to blue, baby. Standing up for NYC.
So thank you very much for your support. God bless you. Have a good evening.